Today, we dig into a question that gives us a lot to think about. And what you find might not be what you expected. There's more than one side here, and each one is worth hearing. Welcome back to Minseo MMA. Let's get into it. Stay with us to the end. Chris Weidman steps up to defend Magomed Ankalaev's performance at UFC Abu Dhabi. 1. Magomed Ankalaev's fight at UFC Abu Dhabi faced criticism for its slow pace. 2. Fans and analysts labeled the match against Guskov as one of the year's worst bouts. 3. Chris Weidman defended Ankalaev, blaming Guskov for the lackluster fight. 4. Weidman proposed a future matchup between Ankalaev and Jiri Prochazka. Chris Weidman, the UFC Hall of Famer, has jumped into the fray, defending Magomed Ankalaev after his criticized performance at UFC Abu Dhabi. Weidman places the blame squarely on Guskov for the lackluster fight, explaining that Ankalaev was waiting for Guskov to step up. Once he realized Guskov's hesitancy, Ankalaev took control, clinching the win with a TKO in the 5th round. Despite all the criticism, Chris Weidman insists that Ankalaev should be recognized for finishing a dangerous opponent like Guskov. He argues that the fans' expectations are too high just because Ankalaev is a talented fighter. Weidman even suggests a future fight against former champion Jiri Prochazka to truly test Ankalaev's skills. While the fight in Abu Dhabi was labeled slow by many, Magomed Ankalaev's strategic patience played a critical role in his victory over Bogdan Guskov. Ankalaev mastered the timing, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, which is an art in itself. His ability to stop Guskov with a TKO in the 5th round was a testament to his skill and resilience in the octagon, earning him a decisive win. As many fans voiced disappointment over the fight's pace, the El Punto proved that Ankalaev had a game plan all along. His 5th round TKO over Guskov was not just a victory, it was a strategic triumph that demonstrated his ability to adapt and conquer, even when the fight did not unfold as expected. This finish left no doubts about his potential to rise in the ranks. The harsh criticisms directed at the fight cannot overshadow Chris Weidman's perspective that highlights an essential aspect of competitive MMA. Sometimes, the opponent's lack of aggression dictates the tempo. Ankalaev, realizing Guskov's reluctance, took control when it counted. This tactical patience was crucial and eventually led to his well-executed TKO, proving that a fighter's adaptability can be the turning point. Looking ahead, Magomed Ankalaev's next challenge is the talk of the MMA world. With Chris Weidman proposing a matchup against Jiri Prochazka, fans are buzzing with excitement. Could this be the fight that allows Ankalaev to prove his mettle and showcase the explosive potential he holds? The anticipation for such a matchup brings a new layer of excitement to Ankalaev's career trajectory, as it could redefine his path in the UFC. Magomed Ankalaev's recent performance might not have won over all the fans, but securing a win against a dangerous opponent like Bogdan Guskov is an achievement that cannot be ignored. His ability to adapt mid-fight and seize the TKO opportunity illustrates a fighter who understands the importance of timing and precision. This strategic win highlights Ankalaev's potential to become a major contender in the division. Quick pause. If Minseo MMA is speaking to you, take a second to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Thanks for watching. Now, back to it. For fans of the sport, the big question now is, what's next for Magomed Ankalaev? Will he land another high-stakes fight that offers him a chance to shine? Or will he continue to face skepticism until he silences the critics with a definitive victory? The MMA community is eager to see if Ankalaev can further establish himself as a top-tier competitor in his division. The UFC Abu Dhabi event served as a reminder of the inherent unpredictability in MMA. Fights that start off slow can turn around with a single strategic move, as was the case with Ankalaev's performance. His ability to strike at the right moment demonstrates the importance of patience and timing in the octagon, and his win against Guskov is a testament to these crucial elements of combat sports. A potential matchup against Jiri Prochazka is not just about title contention, it represents a chance for Magomed Ankalaev to cement his status in the UFC. This fight could bring back the excitement fans crave and offer Ankalaev the platform to showcase his skills on a bigger stage. Chris Weidman's suggestion highlights the potential impact such a bout could have on Ankalaev's career moving forward. The UFC Abu Dhabi event may have left fans wanting more, but Magomed Ankalaev's victory was a testament to his strategy and skill. His methodical approach may not have been the most entertaining, but it was effective. This ability to adapt and conquer, even in a slower-paced fight, proves he can be a formidable force in the division. Ankalaev's win is a clear example of how strategy trumps spectacle. The future for Magomed Ankalaev holds promise and uncertainty. With the backing of influential figures like Chris Weidman and potential high-profile matchups on the horizon, Ankalaev has a unique opportunity to redefine his narrative in the octagon. The MMA community is watching closely to see how he capitalizes on these opportunities. Will Ankalaev rise to the occasion and prove his critics wrong? While the criticisms are part of the narrative, Magomed Ankalaev's performance against Bogdan Guskov should not be overshadowed. His capacity to finish strong with a well-timed TKO illustrates his tactical acumen. Ankalaev's ability to adapt and seize the moment confirms he remains a formidable opponent in the UFC landscape, and his future matchups will be crucial in defining his career path. Quick pause. If Minseo MMA is speaking to you, take a second to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Thanks for watching. Now, back to it. A showdown with Jiri Prochazka could change the narrative for Magomed Ankalaev. This potential matchup promises not only to test his skills but also to deliver the level of excitement fans are eager for. The fight could redefine Ankalaev's standing in the division, offering him the chance to silence critics and prove his mettle against a formidable opponent. As the dust settles from UFC Abu Dhabi, all eyes are now on what's next for Magomed Ankalaev. With Weidman's backing and potential high-stakes fights on the horizon, Ankalaev could be on the verge of significant career advancements. His strategic approach in recent fights has shown his ability to compete at a high level, and this could be a game-changing moment for him in the UFC. Many fans called for a more dynamic fight, and although Ankalaev's approach was methodical, it proved successful. His ability to adapt and seize the opportunity when it presented itself was key in securing the win. As Ankalaev looks forward to potential matchups, this methodical approach could be his ticket to proving doubters wrong and establishing himself firmly in the division's top ranks. With potential matchups on the horizon, Magomed Ankalaev finds himself at a critical juncture. Will he continue his winning streak and prove his critics wrong, or will new challenges test his resolve? His future battles, particularly a proposed clash with Jiri Prochazka, could define his legacy in the UFC and cement his place as a top-tier fighter in the division. The potential clash with Jiri Prochazka, if it comes to fruition, could redefine Ankalaev's career. This matchup has the potential to offer the explosive excitement fans have been clamoring for and provide Ankalaev with the platform to demonstrate his capabilities on a grand stage. It's a fight that could indeed be pivotal in his UFC journey. Magomed Ankalaev's performance may not have been the most thrilling, but it left a significant mark nonetheless. While fans were eager for a more dynamic display, Ankalaev's methodical approach ultimately led to a decisive victory. This brings up an interesting question. Are we underestimating the strategic nature of his fight style? Perhaps the real issue is our expectations as fans. In a sport driven by excitement, Ankalaev's slower, more calculated approach stands out, but not always in a favorable light. Do we as fans need to adjust our perspectives, or should fighters like Ankalaev adapt to what we crave? Let's discuss what's more important: strategy or spectacle? With Weidman suggesting a potential matchup between Magomed Ankalaev and Jiri Prochazka, the MMA community is buzzing with anticipation. This proposed fight could be a turning point for Ankalaev, offering him the chance to prove his mettle against a former champion. But what does this mean for Ankalaev's career? Could a victory against Prochazka elevate him to the upper echelons of the division, or will it expose potential weaknesses in his game? The stakes are high, and the implications are massive. This matchup isn't just about rankings, it's an opportunity for Ankalaev to redefine his narrative. Could it be the fight that cements his legacy, or will it highlight the gaps in his skill set? The potential outcomes are endless, and the anticipation is palpable. Tell us what you think. Is Ankalaev ready for a big fight like Prochazka? Next, we explore the rising stars in the UFC light heavyweight division.